Hey, what's up, people? Pizowell here, and today I want to talk to you guys about 1987's Bloody New Year. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie, as well as a review of this new Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray release for the film. And if you're familiar with my channel, you've seen me review some truly bizarre, illogical, nonsensical, just ridiculous movies in the past. But all of those movies have at least had some tiny semblance of realism in them to inform the viewer that what's taking place on screen is happening in our shared reality and could potentially happen. You've also heard me talk about movies that follow the anti-logic of a dream. Bloody New Year says realism, forget all that. And Bloody New Year does not follow the anti-logic of a dream. It is not dreamlike. It is drug-like. Now, I've never experimented with any hallucinogenic drugs before, but I can imagine that if I were to experiment with hallucinogenic drugs and I had a really bad trip, it would be somewhat a similar experience to watching Bloody New Year. Because Bloody New Year is one of the most ridiculous, utterly illogical, completely nonsensical, just absurd movies I've ever seen, with characters that are so remarkably stupid. Now, the plot of Bloody New Year revolves around this group of young Brits who are out boating one day. Their boat capsizes. They're forced to swim to a nearby island where they discover a hotel. However, the hotel is haunted or possessed or trapped in some kind of time warp. I don't know. And as I said, Bloody New Year features some truly idiotic characters. But it's not just that they're stupid. They're completely unaffected by the fact that the hotel that they're in on this deserted island is obviously haunted. At first, they're just kind of oblivious to the fact that there's something really weird going on in this hotel. And then when the hotel shows them that I am haunted, I am very, very haunted, and I am very, very dangerous, the characters are still just completely like, meh. So literally, as soon as these people step foot inside this hotel, there is something amiss, because the hotel is decorated for Christmas, and there are signs of Happy New Year posted everywhere, and there's clearly been a New Year's Eve party here in the very recent past. And one character even comments, "But it's July." Then it becomes painfully obvious that this hotel is completely abandoned. There is nobody here. So what do? Well, two of them traipse upstairs to a random room and just start doing it. Two others wander off to this game room. The guy starts shooting pool. He could completely care less that the hotel on this island is abandoned and it's decorated for Christmas, and there's recently been a New Year's Eve party. He's just like 6-ball in the corner pocket. Another guy wanders off and discovers a ballroom where two ghosts materialize right in front of him in a spotlight, and they're playing guitar and singing a song. And his reaction to this is, huh. Then they dematerialize right in front of his face. The music is gone. The spotlight is gone. He's left just standing there. And his response was, "That's odd." So at this point in the movie, it's very, very obvious that this hotel is haunted. But the characters literally could care less. Now, I understand they're trapped on this island, whatever. It's not like they can just run away, but they are so unaffected by the fact that this hotel is haunted that it seems to actually piss off the hotel. So they eventually find like a theater inside this hotel where there's a movie actually playing on the screen, and they're just like, hey, let's watch them. It's movie time. Let's watch the movie. And then a ghost or spirit or whatever you want to call it literally jumps off the screen, which is actually a pretty cool effect, and kills one of the characters by scratching him on the cheek. The guy dies from receiving a scratch on his cheek. What do his friends do? Are they concerned? Are they freaked out? Are they screaming? Are they running for the doors? No, they're just standing over him going, well, I didn't see that coming. A ghost has leapt off the movie screen and murdered one of their friends right in front of them. And their reaction is literally just, there's no reaction. So now at this point, it seems like the hotel is really pissed off at these people because the hotel just cannot get a rise out of them. The hotel cannot scare them. The hotel has gone so far as to kill one of their friends, and they can care less. So now the hotel possesses one of them, and this possessed character runs around killing the other characters, and they become possessed. So you have the possessed characters chasing the non-possessed characters through the house. While all this is happening, there's a pilot. I'm guessing he's a ghost too, because there's a crashed plane out in the yard. The ghost pilot is just wandering around outside the hotel in the woods, just kind of stalking everybody, spying on everybody. What his purpose is, I have no idea. It's never explained. He's just there, wandering around, spying on people. Then one character runs out of the house following a ghost, because if you see a ghost leading you deeper and deeper into the dark woods, you're going to follow the ghost, right? I mean, what bad could happen you following a ghost deeper and deeper into the dark woods? So she eventually discovers this little house. She goes inside the house where she is attacked by a blizzard. A blizzard attacks her inside the house. A blizzard, snow attacking her inside the house. Other characters are attacked by some kind of seaweed monster, but it's just a guy in like a dark green blanket with a dark green blanket thrown over him and some pieces of what looks like seaweed like glued onto them. It's the worst looking thing I think I've ever seen in a movie. What I'm trying to explain here is that the movie just gets progressively dumber and more ridiculous and absurd and just nonsensical as it goes until we get to the big reveal. And now at this point, I'm all ears because I want to hear what is going on inside this hotel. And then the reveal just seems to convolute everything at that point. I watched this movie and then I immediately rewatched this movie with the commentary from the director, Norman J. Warren, because I wanted to hear Mr. Warren explain this movie to me and what is going on in this movie and what he was on while making this movie. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't answer really any of those questions during the commentary, but what I'm trying to say here is that I watched this crazy freaking movie, and then I rewatched it immediately after with the director commentary. My mental well-being will never be the same, and I do not recommend anybody ever watch this movie back to back. I am sure in the history of mankind, I am the only person on this planet who's watched Bloody New Year and then immediately rewatched it. I will never be the same. Now, I cannot recommend Bloody New Year unless you just absolutely want to watch a whacked out, ridiculous, silly, absurd, nonsensical, illogical movie. And if my review of the film has piqued your interest to want to watch Bloody New Year, I feel for you. But this Blu-ray release for the film from Vinegar Syndrome would be a great way to introduce yourself to the film. If you are a fan of Bloody New Year, get help. And by that I mean, look into picking up this Blu-ray release from Vinegar Syndrome and adding it to your collection. As far as the presentation, we have some very nice new artwork for the film right there. I dig that cool artwork. I also dig these clear cases. I think that's a very nice touch also. It's the back of the release. This is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. There is the DVD. My Blu-ray is in the Blu-ray player. The sleeve is also reversible. And on the reverse of the sleeve, we have the original, I know that's the VHS artwork for the film. I don't know if that is the original theatrical poster art for the film or not. If it is, please let me know down in the comments section below. And this release is also all region, meaning that it will play on any Blu-ray player pretty much anywhere in the world. As far as the picture quality and sound quality on this release, there is a disclaimer from Vinegar Syndrome at the very beginning of the film stating that the 35mm elements that they used to source for the 2K scan on this release was damaged. And they did the best they could with what they had. Now, overall, I think the picture quality on this release is pretty good. I would give it a 3 out of 5, but there are moments of very noticeable damage. And during some of the sequences that take place outside in daylight, the picture quality was really just kind of washed out and very bright, overly bright, put it that way. So you could tell that the 35mm elements that they used for this 2K scan were very, very damaged. But still, again, overall, the picture quality is okay on this release. I would give it a 3 out of 5. The audio quality I thought was pretty good. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5. The only extras on this release is the commentary with the director, Norman J. Warren. Even though he didn't answer any of the burning questions that I had about this movie, it was still a fairly informative, entertaining commentary from Mr. Warren nevertheless. This is a pretty nice Blu-ray release for Bloody New Year from the fine folks over at Vinegar Syndrome. If you've not seen the film, I can't recommend it to you. If you are a fan of the film, you definitely want to look into picking up this Blu-ray release and adding it to your collection. If you've seen Bloody New Year, please let me know down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Join the $1 a month club and help support my channel on Patreon. Thank you to my current patrons, Kevin Smythe, B-Movie Mike, Robert Sobel, Turi Delamore, Stephen Flanagan, Lori Holt, Craig Farrand, Farron Sutton, Jeremiah Lambert, Grindhouse Grotto, Derek Jana, Demon Waffles, Simon Clark, Stone Gassman, Zachary Barton, Lauren Dixon, James Welch, Eli Geisler, Jeff Overing, Pete Toll, Kyle McGuire, Jay the Stingray, Andrew McDonald, Dave Barnes, Jonathan Lundy, Chris Gonzalez, R-Rated Horror, Fear Fuel, Jason Breitenbach, Brandon Bisdick, Steak Sauce, OG Myers, Mark Striano, Jeff Gardner, Travis Davis, The Obsoletionist, Chris Earls, Kevin Fitzpatrick, Randall Beatty, Joseph Hinkle, Hey Isn't That Devon Graham, and Christian Hannah Horror. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.